Hey guys, CalebX01 here, and today's video is my very first collection update for my channel. It's going to be my summer 2022, or I guess 2021 into 2022 collection update. Just everything that I will add to my collection over the past 3 months, so from December to February. Maybe you don't live in Australia and you're saying, why the fuck is he saying summer? Here in Australia, December to the end of February is summer. Obviously different if you're not Australian or you live somewhere else. But yeah, obviously you can tell by that. I'm going to try and do these collection updates at the end of every changing season. So obviously it doesn't take a genius. The next one is going to be at the end of autumn. So in 3 months' time. But I've got a lot lined up here. I'm going to start off with a couple of just general collectibles. There's only 2 things, so that's going to go by real quick. Then I'm going to go through my horror movies, and then I'll save the albums and music for last, because I know a lot of people come to my channel more so for the horror content, which I understand. I'll try and put a little time thing in the bottom, so if you want to skip to the music, if that's what you come here for, you can, even though there's not a lot of music lined up. Anyway, I'm going to try and do this video all in one take. There might be a few edits thrown in there, but, I've got my water ready because I get a dry throat sometimes. And yeah, this will take a while, so let's just get underway. So as I said, the first things up are some just little collectibles. Just 2. Both of them are from my girlfriend. Actually, a lot of the stuff here in this update is from my girlfriend. So I could be thanking her all day, so I'll just say a general thank you now. She really takes care of me, so I got a lot here. Anyway, so I've got this Nun Funko Pop. Not the biggest fan of the movie, but this Funko Pop is actually really cool. It's got a lot of detail. I like the ones with where they really go into the detail, and that's one of them. And then she also got me this Pennywise Funko Pop from the It remake. Once again, really good detail, on his forehead and his outfit. Those were just the only little collectibles there. Now we'll get into the movies. All the movies here are in alphabetical order, not in the order I got them, so So first up is this Anaconda complete anthology set. This is put out by Via Vision. If you don't know and you haven't been watching too many of my reviews, I've already done a review of the first Anaconda and the second one. Both of them have been 2 of my favourite movies of all time growing up. I've seen the third one, haven't seen 4 and the 5th one, Lake Placid versus Anaconda. But I want to do reviews on all of these, but yeah, if you've been up to date on my channel, you know I've been pulling this thing out like crazy and checking these out. So it's got all 5 films in there. The only thing that I'm not the biggest fan of with this set is the inside and how the discs are stacked on top of each other. I don't like that. If it was all... Via Vision were the people that did my Fly set, and I like that set a bit more. It's a bit more bulkier. But I just like the way the discs are laid out in that. I just think if they went bulkier and, separated the discs and put a little bit more special features in there, it would have been cool. But overall, super happy with this Anaconda set. It was an update for me. I used to just have the first and second one on solo discs, but now I have the whole set, which is cool. Alright, next up, picked up Antebellum. This is a movie from a couple of years ago. I checked this one out. I hadn't seen it before this. It was interesting. It didn't completely click. It had some cool ideas, and once I figured out what was going on, I thought that was actually kind of a cool twist, but maybe just a little too late. But it was an interesting watch, and I can see this movie having fans and stuff, but it was alright. Next up, Anti-Birth. Once again, a first time watch for me. At the start I thought it was interesting, but yeah, just through the middle, couldn't stay engaged, and by the end, yeah, I just wasn't invested in it too much anymore. There was some cool stuff actually at the end, but by then, again, just a little too late, and yeah, sort of lost my interest. And I also watched this one like really late at night, so I was a bit tired. Anyway, another one I picked up. This one I got for just $2. Lars von Trier's Antichrist, with my boy Willem Dafoe. Haven't seen this one actually. I know this one gets praised a lot. A lot of people saying this is one of the best horror movies of recent time. Just believe it or not, I haven't checked it out. I keep meaning to. It's always one on the top of my list to check out, but I just end up sort of skimming over it and picking something else. But I'll get around to it. Another one, the Banana Splits. When I say another one, this is also one I did a review on my channel. Check it out. I sort of like how I spoke about this one. Not to toot my own horn, but I thought that was a pretty good review of it. Yeah, just it looks stupid. That's because it is stupid, but you can have a lot of fun with it. Definitely check this one out. Sort of like a animatronics and robots come to life, killing people. It's sort of fun. So. Another one I picked up secondhand, just very cheap, Beast. To be completely honest, this was a blind buy. I'd never actually even heard of this movie, and still now I'm not even sure if this is a horror movie. Just sort of looking at the back, I'm thinking maybe it's a thriller, but even if it's a thriller, I guess it's worth checking out. You know, I might enjoy it. I've actually never heard anything about this movie. I just, the title caught my eye, and, you know, $2, why not? Check it out. Alright. Next up, we have Blair Witch. This movie was very disappointing. I'm a huge fan of the original Blair Witch Project, and this was just, yeah, no, it was disappointing. Like, it was sad, honestly. There wasn't really too much enjoyable about it at all. Sorry, I got something flying in front of the screen. I don't know what that is, but anyway, yeah, this movie, I recommend avoiding it. I don't know. I feel like some people actually don't mind that one. But here's one that I think most people can agree is shit. The Bye Bye Man. Picking this up, this was a first time watch as well, and I heard nothing but complete shit. But I was like, yeah, I might have some fun with it. Like, it might just be one of those so bad it's good movies. No, this is just so bad it's, like, bad. It's not good. Yeah, very cringy. I'm sure, you know, a lot of big-time horror movie fans would have seen this one and regretted it, just like me, so. Oh well. Sometimes you live and learn. But then again, I also have a lot of shit in my collection, so sometimes I don't learn. Here's another one I picked up cheap, only $1, secondhand. The Cave. This is a cool cover. It's like got, I don't know the word for it, but like cool shiny parts on it. Anyway, don't know too much about this one. I've heard some people actually say it's okay. It's just like a creature movie that obviously takes place in a cave. I think I hear a lot of people sort of compare this to The Descent, only because they're both from, I think they're even both from the same year, and obviously they both take place in a cave, so I don't know, I'll have to check this out, see if it's any good. I really, really doubt that it's as good as The Descent, because I love that movie, but you don't know until you watch it, so I'll have a look. This one's really cool. This is a show that I wanted to check out for the longest time, and once again my girlfriend got me this, so very appreciative of it. I don't know how to say that word. Channel Zero complete set. So this is all 4 seasons of Channel Zero. I heard this show was really good, and even though I hadn't seen it, I kept hearing people say how underrated it was, and I believe now it's cancelled. So after 4 seasons, it's cancelled. But yeah, I've really wanted to check this out. I've heard like all 4 seasons like based on creepypastas and online urban legends sort of things. So definitely wanted to check this out. I haven't got into it yet. Obviously, it's still all sealed up, but when I feel like I have more time to get into a series, I'll check it out. Please, guys, if you've seen any of these movies that I haven't, feel free to drop something in the comments, your thoughts on them, or even if it's a movie I have seen, just let me know. I like interacting with you guys in the comments. Next up, we have a movie that I had no idea what I was getting myself into with this one, and that's Come to Daddy with Elijah Wood. Once again, this was sort of one that I chucked on really late, and this is one I regret chucking on really late because I was falling asleep through little parts of it, and every time I opened my eyes and tried to click back into the story of what was going on, I couldn't catch on. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Because this movie just seems so weird and trippy. I need to watch it again, as I said. But for the bits I've seen, it was okay. Next up, the Crazies remake. Once again, only $2. Bought this cheap second hand. I haven't even seen the original Crazies. And normally I try to wait to watch the original before the remake. But I'm not even sure if you can get a good copy of the Crazies here in Australia, which sucks. Because yeah, I want to check this out, but I think I want to see the original first. I think that's how most people are, want to watch the originals first. Anyway, I feel like I'm going through these at a good pace. Hopefully this video is not as long as what I thought it was going to be. The Deliverance. Arguably not a horror movie. And you know what? It probably isn't. Even though it's got one of the most fucking horrific scenes that I've ever seen in cinema. More of like a survival, backwoods sort of, in a weird way, drama. I don't know how to explain it. Probably survival is the best way to go, but got it for my collection because, yeah, I'm sure if you've seen this movie, you can picture some of the scenes pretty well because they get fucking really imprinted in your head, fucking tattooed on your brain. There's some tough shit to watch in there. Alright. Going back to dog shit movies, Fantasy Island. I heard a lot of people say this one was okay because a lot of people were sort of comparing it to Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. I think because both of them star Lucy Hale. Yeah, and I heard a lot of people compare the two. Truth or Dare was shit. And some people say this one was actually a surprise at how good it was. Still nothing spectacular, but what the fuck? I hated this movie. It was such a struggle to get through. I didn't care about any of the characters or anything that was going on. I didn't give a shit. I just wanted it to be over. Yeah, that's all I can say about it, really. Hated that movie. It's so bad. Alright, this is something cool. Again, that I wanted to show off. Yeah, I really like getting some legitimately cool releases of some hard to find horror movies here in Australia, and this is one of them. The Fog. This is put out by Studio Canal, and at the moment they're doing these classics remastered sort of things. You'll see a few more come up in this update, but this is one of the ones I got. The Fog, as I said, doesn't really have a good release here in Australia, but Studio Canal really cleaned this up. It's a two-disc edition. It's got special features and then the movie. And what's really good about these classics remastered, obviously, it's just brand new restoration of the films, and they look so fucking good. The colours in this movie, obviously, everyone knows The Fog, but they fucking pop. It looks fucking amazing. So I'm so happy Studio Canal are putting in like some effort with some legitimately good movies, and like really giving them attention, especially for collectors. And as I said, with a movie like The Fog, it's a movie that you need in your collection, and it's a bummer that it's hard to find movies like this where they're like must-haves in a horror movie collection here in Australia, and Studio Canal are actually doing that for us, so sort of sucking off Studio Canal there, but they're doing good work. Next up, watched the movie again from a couple of years ago, and this one really surprised me. I had so much fun with it, and that was Freaky, with Vince Vaughn. It's by the director that did Happy Death Day. He sort of does those, I don't even know what the word for it is, like stories that have been done before but does like a horror twist on them. So this is like a play on Freaky Friday. The killer and his victim swap bodies, and I had so much fucking fun with this movie. Vince Vaughn was hilarious. Like that was like the golden part of this movie, just watching Vince Vaughn act like a 16, 17-year-old girl, and his interactions with everyone. This movie is like low-key so fucking good. If you haven't checked this out, it's like I don't know why I put it off for so long, but definitely check it out. It's like super funny. Sorry, this next pile I need to move it over because it's sort of far away from me. So I feel like we're already over at least halfway of the collection, so collection update, which is good. Gonna keep it going. This one, I'm so happy I got this one, and it is Godzilla Showa Classics Volume 2. Once again, we don't get real good legitimate releases here in Australia, but Eastern Eye, which is a sort of offshoot of Madman, put out these Godzilla sets. I've got Volume 1 of the Showa Classics, now Volume 2. I've got the Millennial series, but I'm missing the green one. I can't remember what the name of the set is, but I believe they've stopped making them, which fucking sucks, because I just want that green set so bad so I can have all the original Godzilla movies. Without having the green set in my collection, I'm missing 6, and it sucks that I'm just so close, yet so far away from having them all. So I don't ask much from you guys, but if someone knows where I can get that green Godzilla set, please hit me up and let me know, because I want it so bad. But these are the movies in it. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm sure you can pause it and read them if you'd like, but yeah, these sets are so cool. As I said, I've already got 2 of the 4. Now this is 3 of 4. Just need that green one. And I just can't find it anywhere. And whenever I do find it, it's like a ridiculous amount of money. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, next up again, another one that's arguably not a horror movie, probably isn't, but Heathers. Sort of Mean Girls mixed with, like, I don't even know what to compare it with, if I'm being completely honest. Best friends, social trends, and occasional murder. There's the tagline. This movie's fun. If you haven't checked it out, you might have a good time. If you're not a fan of horror movies but like some dark, twisted shit in your films, check this out. It's pretty fun. Yeah. Next up, sort of blind buy. This one was cheap. I didn't buy it second hand. I brought this brand new, but it was still pretty cheap. Hellfest. I didn't love this one. I thought it was okay. Had its moments. I definitely do want to revisit this one, even though I didn't watch it that long ago. I just feel like maybe I overlooked it a bit, because there were some good shit in there. I just don't think I really gave it time of day. So definitely worth a rewatch. It's like these people go to this place called Hellfest. It's like a Halloween themed like attraction night, and this guy's in there who is picking them off one by one. So sort of like this slasher deal, but I thought it was interesting. Maybe just give it a rewatch. Next up, a movie called Hellions. Watched this one again pretty recently. I don't know, maybe a little bit of missed potential here. It sounds weird, but I feel like if they just went a little bit more straightforward with it, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. I thought it was just going to be, a killer kids, like, doing this cat and mouse thing with a babysitter, which it sort of was, but wasn't really. It plays into like these supernatural elements, and I don't know, I just think if they went more straightforward with it, and I would have liked it more, but for what it was okay, just, I don't know, wasn't what I was sort of hoping for. House at the End of the Street with Jennifer Lawrence. Once again, sort of like the movies I was saying at the start, had me until about halfway, really dropped off and just got a little bit stale. It was just running at an even pace, and then by the end, it has an interesting ending, but by that point, I'm sort of out of it. But not a complete dud. I thought it was interesting. Here's a classic. Love this movie. Always will love this movie. Idle Hands. I know Umbrella Entertainment have a really good release of this movie, and I see it all the time. But I saw this release, and I don't know why, it clicked in my head. I don't have this in my collection, so I needed to pick it up. I didn't really care that it wasn't Umbrella Entertainment. It was like really, really cheap. But who doesn't love Idle Hands? It is awesome. Awesome. I can watch this movie anytime. It's just one of those movies where it's stupid, it knows it's stupid, but you can have so much fun with it. Second movie now in the update with Elijah Wood, and this is the Maniac remake. Believe it or not, never seen this movie. I know a lot of people praise this as being one of the best horror remakes out there, or at least, over recent time. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. Maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty solid. Elijah Wood, he was surprisingly good as the lead. Nothing against Elijah Wood, but if you think back on, the original Maniac, sort of two different bodies going into this character now, and Elijah Wood pulled it off. But as I said, not really my thing, but 7.5, I feel like it's pretty good. Here's the only one sort of still in its wrapper. This is one from last year. I wanted to check it out so bad. The trailer came on when I was in the cinema watching something else, and I hadn't heard anything about this movie, and I was like, okay, that actually looks not too bad, I might check that out, and I just completely skipped over it, and I regret it, because everyone fucking praised this movie, and that is The Night House with Rebecca Hall. Man, am I kicking myself that I hadn't seen this sooner. As in, I haven't even watched it yet, it's still in its wrapper, but, everyone was praising this one, and just knowing that I had the intention to watch it, I just, got lazy and skimmed over it. I heard nothing but good things, so I want to check this out as soon as possible. Maybe a good one for later on tonight, I don't know. Just get another bit of water. Now going back to those classics remastered. Another one by John Carpenter, Prince of Darkness. Once again, just sort of the same thing. The restoration done by Studio Canal on these classics remastered are fucking amazing. This movie looks incredible. John Carpenter's films, as always, look amazing, but if you don't watch it with a really good restoration, you're missing so much, because this movie just looks incredible. Not to mention the cover art on these look awesome. So many movies are piled on the fog now, but you've seen the cover art for that as well. Really, really good stuff. Once again, 2 discs, the movie bonus features. Just really good set. I hope Studio Canal keeps putting out really good shit like this, because yeah, it's good stuff. I only got a couple of things left, guys, so almost done through the movies. Picked up a horror documentary. I find it so hard to find good horror documentaries. I've only got a few in my collection. I need some more, but this one was really interesting. Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street. Basically tells the story of Mark Patton. He was the lead in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and if you're somehow unaware, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is known for being one of the gayest horror movies of all time, and I mean that literally. A lot of gay undertones in that movie, and it's just sort of the story about Mark Patton and how this movie sort of changed the course of his career as an actor, and just the influence that Elm Street 2, plays on culture now. I love Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I remember sort of originally everyone not really liking that one, and I loved that one from my first ever time seeing it when I was younger. Still to this day, it's one of my favourites in the franchise, and it only seems of recent time people have sort of jumped on board with Elm Street 2, which is good. I'm happy people are coming around, but yeah, I don't understand why people didn't like it from the first place. I know it's got its moments in there where it's a bit ridiculous, but yeah, I'm getting off topic. Scream Queen, really good horror documentary. Check it out. I'm gonna grab two here. Alright, so both of these my girlfriend grabbed for me at a second-hand store while she was on holidays. And I thought they were really, really cool finds because I haven't seen them anywhere. One of them being Tokyo Gore Police. I've never seen this movie before, but I think most people have heard of this one. Cool shit. It's just, as I said, it was just really cool that she found these. And then the other one being Vampires Out for Blood, starring my boy Kevin Dillon. I love Kevin Dillon from The Blob. The Blob being one of my favourite movies of all time, and I just love Kevin Dillon in that movie. I guess he's in this as well. I've never seen this movie either. I'm looking at stills on the back. It looks a little shit, but it might be good. I might surprise myself. As I said, two movies that I've never seen with my own eyes, and she found them, so thank you again. 3 more movies to go. David Cronenberg's Videodrome. Picked this one up because realised didn't have it in the collection. Might as well. Once again, I think this is one that's got a release by Umbrella, which I'm not too sure. I love picking up Umbrella stuff. Umbrella did Scream Queen, the documentary that I had up before. I think they've got an edition of Videodrome as well. I know, who is it? Completely escapes my mind now. The company that does, the company that does Cinema Cult, Shock Entertainment, that's right, they have a release of Videodrome as well. I don't know why I thought about that so hard, because it's against the point, because I don't have that edition of it, but Videodrome, so happy I picked this up. Of course, David Cronenberg's movies, they're so fucking interesting and quirky and different. Videodrome is no exception. A lot of fun with this one. Not my favourite Cronenberg, but interesting. Next up, we have We Summon the Darkness. Sort of an indie film. I feel like this one has its fans. It's got my fucking idol in it, Johnny Knoxville. I love that guy. This one was interesting. I had a lot of fun with this one, actually. It's a mix of horror, throwback, obviously. I think it takes place in the 70s or 80s. And then also music, rock music, punk music. I love that shit, so this was a treat for me. Just a really cool indie throwback. If you haven't seen this one, check it out. And then my last movie for this update. This video has gone for a while now, so I'm gonna try and get through this one quick, and my CDs. Once again, another one by Studio Canal with their classics remastered, The Wicker Man. I'm pretty on top of Studio Canal's classic remastered line, but I didn't know they had an edition of The Wicker Man. Once again, a movie that is hard to get here in Australia, but cleaned this one up well. It looked really good. I only watched this one last night. Yeah, as I said, looked great. I'm not sure if this is an older release by them. It's not a 2-disc set. It does have bonus features, just not on their own disc. I don't know. So as I said, I'm not sure if this is an older release by them, but I guess the main point is the film looked fucking great, so that's all that matters. Alright. Just gonna move these CDs closer. I guess that's it for my horror movies. Yeah, my movie half of the collection update. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to leave now, or probably left earlier, but for those who have stuck around or maybe skipped to the CDs, I just got 4 albums to go through, so it should be quick and easy. The first one being Blink-182's album, Dude Ranch. This is actually an album that I already have in this house, but it's in my dad's collection, and just sort of how my brain works, if it's not in my collection, you know, I don't own it. So, yeah, picked this one up for myself. I know this album back to front, but just didn't have it in my own collection, so picked it up. Once again, went with another Blink-182 album now, and, you know, going from one of their first albums to their to-date newest album, being 9 is the name of this album, yep. I picked this one up because, if you've seen on my channel, I did a review of their California album, and when this album came out, I wasn't a fan of it. Well, to be fair, I didn't even really give it a chance, if I'm being honest. I was just like, California was above average, but nothing to check out, and I just sort of dismissed this one as soon as it came out, but I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a chance. And even though it's nothing to fucking write home about, there's some good songs in there and good moments, so that's why I picked it up. This one I found cheap secondhand, being Live's album Throwing Copper. I'm not the biggest fan of this album, but it has some really memorable songs on there, and some songs I just grew up listening to on the radio and stuff. So I just thought it doesn't hurt, you know, as I said, it was secondhand and cheap, so I just grabbed it. Yeah, as I said, not really a favourite of mine. But picked this one up, once again, not too long ago. This is a cool find. I know it's not everywhere, but Boston Manor and their album Welcome to the Neighborhood. Once again, I'm not the biggest Boston Manor fan. This is sort of the only album that I'm interested in by them. I really like the song Halo, and I really like Flowers in Dustbin. Not a lot of people, I feel like, appreciate that song enough, but once again, I haven't even opened this one, still got the price sticker on it, but yeah, happy I picked this one up too. Alright, so finally, this video ran, 34 minutes now. This video ran a long time. I don't think I'll have to do any edits, but thank you guys for sticking all the way through if you've made it all the way to here. But yeah, collection updates, they take a while, there's a lot to go through, but I appreciate you guys for watching. And as I said, my next one now will be in 3 months time at the end of autumn. So I guess I'll see you then, but thank you guys if you've made it to this point, sitting all the way through. I know it's a bit of a hassle to go from the start to now 34 minutes, but tons of appreciation there, guys. I'm appreciating everyone who's liking, commenting, and especially everyone that's subscribing. I know there's not a lot of views at the moment, but yeah, I just really appreciate it, guys. So I'll see you guys for some more content soon, but yeah, I'll let you guys go now. Peace.